everybody. We are back at the Anaheim Convention Center, this time for Star Wars Celebration 2022 back here in Anaheim. Before we get into the meat of this video, I did want to have a couple of things off the top here. We are shooting this later than we have ever shot any on-site visual guide by a lot. The plan was to shoot this weeks ago, but the information has been so slow to come out and constantly changing. Literally on the drive over here, it's the Monday before the convention, literally on the drive here, I was rechecking things on the website that I checked this morning that had changed just in the last few hours. So pack your patience more than ever with this con and also with this video. Please let us share information in the comments of the video if there's things that you find out that change as we go. I think there's going to be a lot of changes throughout the weekend. So that said, let's start looking around and talking celebration. All right, let's start with a few general things here. First up, if you're still looking for tickets, it might be possible to grab them. Light is a transfer system that Star Wars Celebration uses, and there are a lot of tickets available there. I know we're seeing lots of auctions on eBay right now. I keep checking, just kind of curious on what the prices are there and stuff to see like how popular the convention is. And today, several sold, like 2 4-day passes sold for $195 there, and then they can transfer via the Light app. So make sure to go through Star Wars Celebration to do that. But if you're really looking and you didn't take care of that earlier, that can be an option. Make sure to activate your badge if you've not already done so. Make sure to download the app if you've not already done so. The app has been very slow to kind of bring info on there. That was one of the things today that changed multiple times throughout the day as I was prepping this video, but I'm sure that as we get to the weekend, it's going to be a pretty valuable resource there. Remember that masks are required, and also they are checking for either vaccination or a negative antigen or PCR COVID-19 test. So make sure that you take care of one of those. If you are vaccinated, you can use the Clear app. That's actually what they're suggesting to kind of speed things along a little bit with the check-ins. Now the vaccine and proof of negative test, they have a few locations. One's going to be at the Anaheim Marriott here at the Marquee Ballroom on the first floor there. That's a place that you can do the health check. Also, it's where a will call will be. If you need your badge, if it never showed up in the mail, that can be an option there. They are starting with that Tuesday 12 to 5, Wednesday 2 to 8, and then throughout the con they're opening at 6 a.m. and going through the end of the day. So those are options there. The other check-in for the health center there is going to be past the arena over on the Catella side there. Now, as we're talking about Catella, actually Catella and over here in the Anaheim Marriott kind of drop-off zone, that's going to be a places for ADA to go. So if you are looking for ADA parking, those are 2 spots to kind of check there. Don't come in off the main center there. It's all going to be messy kind of around here anyway, probably with the Disneyland traffic and Star Wars Celebration traffic. So, and again, as with all this, double, triple check these things to make sure that you're getting the latest info. One of the things that popped up on the app, but it's not listed right now on the website for the health check, is on the app it was showing a 3rd health check-in that would also be over at this spot. Now maybe that would be for ADA only, I'm not sure, but it did show 3 health check-ins, but everywhere on the website it only says 2. So, you know, again, mileage may vary, things may change there. Also, prop and weapon check-in, they're doing that over on Catella, also over here, and then they're going to do that at the front of the plaza here past where the food trucks will be. Those are all different options if you're bringing those blasters with you. Last thing on this stuff, parking, $20 at the convention. They say it's limited. They're also talking about using the Disneyland parking over there at Toy Story, where they'll have a convention rate as well. Obviously, if you're staying in here, you're not worried about that, or if you can get dropped off, that can make things a little bit easier on the wallet as well. All right, so we're over here by E, which is right next to the transit. This is the spot for our ADA vehicles coming in here. But also now as we look at E is going to be the central access point for nearly everyone except ADA. We'll get to that with D in a second here, but it's going to be for everybody that doesn't have a celebration stage reservation for the morning. If you have a celebration stage reservation, you're going to go directly over there. We'll show you that. But whether you want to line up in case there's maybe some empty space for the celebration stage, whether you want to hit the floor, whatever your goals are, the shop, etc., all of it is going to be queuing up here at E. So in the morning, you're going to make your way directly over here. I think that's the easiest way to simplify, is just everybody's coming to E to queue up if trying to get in before 10 a.m. It's supposed to be opening at 6 a.m. We'll see how that actually ends up working. But down here, E, it's going to take you down the stairs, and that's going to be the kind of holding tank area there as you wait for things to open up. Note, if you are heading to the celebration stage because you don't have a reservation, but you think there might be space, like for example, I think Bad Batch is going to have room on that Sunday, even if you don't have a reservation, but you are going to have to make your way clear across the entire convention center to go queue up there. So make sure not to make the mistake to head down there and try to get in that way. All right, so our Hall D is going to be our access point for all ADA customers coming in. You're gonna make your way there unless, again, you have access to the celebration stage first thing in the morning, you can make your way down there. But besides that, everything else is gonna be accessing at this point. I also wanna talk about, just in terms of D, that when we enter the floor, that's gonna be where the autograph and photo op area is. That's gonna be obviously back over there. Make sure to be printing out your sheets there. They are going to be wanting to collect those. So have a physical copy that you bring with you out here so that you don't need to print something up here at the business center, because they do make a big deal about getting those. Also, if you need to change any of your times, I know for us, one of the times that they allotted us for assigning, it just didn't work anymore with the panel that we wanted to attend. Very easy to go into the Epic, the email that they send you, and adjust the times there if there's an available slot somewhere else. So you can do that and make sure to do that sooner rather than later. Outside of autographs and the photo ops, there should be areas in there to check kind of what groups they're on to make sure your time is still looking good. Also, the StarWars.com stage is always fun to watch. That's going to be in there. Some TIE Fighter and Rogue Squadron photo ops will be in that area. And then one quick thing, just as we go up to the second, third floors, the Galaxy and Twin Sun stages, those are kind of like the next two big stages. Those will be up there. They do use the Lightspeed lane reservation system, which they say will open every day at 9 a.m. that you can go ahead and book there. So make sure you're either on the app or the website, more likely the app, so that you're able to try to book whatever channels it is you want to see throughout the day. All right, let's talk Hall C and B. Now, Hall C and B are not going to be access points in the early hours. They may be later on. In fact, I would guess they would after 10 if you're getting here at 11 or 12 in the afternoon or whatever. But in the early morning, again, you're going to be accessing at E or D. But in terms of the actual floor, we're not allowed to get on the floor, obviously, right now. But C, right next to kind of that autograph photo op area, you're going to find the kids area, a lot of the fan booths. Definitely check out the fan booths. They have some incredible swag and some cool stuff that they do all year long when it's not a celebration year. So definitely check all those different local collectors out, local regions throughout the country and throughout the world that are going to be there. Hasbro should be there somewhere near the front, Loungefly, Funko, etc., all in that C area. A little bit further down as we go to B, that's where the Saber Guild's going to be out there doing all sorts of cool demos. The droid builders will be down that way, the art show, the tattoo pavilion, Ink Fusion tattoo pavilion, and the diorama building. Highly suggest checking out the diorama building. In the past, it's been a lot of fun. They seem to be running it differently this year with more miniatures versus like the 3 3/4 inch figures, but still, it's always been a fun stop on our celebration trips, and I think there's going to be a lot of fun things over that way to check out. So you kind of got, on either side, you've got autographs and photos. The other side, you've got kind of all the interactive stuff. And then in the middle is most of the commerce type stuff. All of those big booths, Hallmark, etc., are going to be there as well. All right, so behind us over here is Hall A. Before the show opens, that is not going to be used for any sort of entrance. So they say a Hall A entrance, but it's actually over on the arena side. There's not going to be the lobby side here until after everything opens. So if you're queuing up in the morning for that celebration stage that you won in the lottery, you're actually going to be queuing up a little bit more over there. But as we kind of get our bearings here, off to the side here, the main convention center hall ends, and then there's that bridge over, or there's a first level access to the north building. The north building is where you'll find the Star Wars Celebration, the official merch store. So I know a lot of people, that's going to be a hot spot for them to make their way to. So you can, again, cross it by the bridge, or I would imagine they'll allow first floor access and go up the escalators as well. Now, back in the main building over here, one thing I did want to talk about, though, is the third floor is going to be one of my favorite spots always, is the collector's area. You've got the collector stage, you've got Rancho Obi-Wan, you've got the exhibit, you'll have the swap meet on Saturday with all sorts of great deals on all sorts of collecting stuff, the collecting track panels, the collector's stage. Definitely a place to hit if you have any sort of interest in collecting at all. If you have the tiniest interest in collecting, you're going to be a full-on collector, I would imagine, by the time you leave there. But Rancho Obi-Wan, even if you're not a collector, is a must-see. And what they're going to bring, as well as some other collectors that they're collaborating with, are going to be must-see things that people are going to be talking about for weeks and years and, you know, way beyond this convention. So definitely try to check it out if you can. All right, so behind us we have the arena. It's going to be the home to a lot of incredible memories, I would imagine, this upcoming weekend. They have said then that you're going to queue up if you have that first celebration panel in the morning. Go to the glass doors outside of the arena lobby. So there's going to be signage. They're going to direct you somewhere. There's a lot of glass doors over here, so they'll direct you directly where to be. But this is a good time actually to just stress a point. Whenever you have questions about things, make sure not to ask just one person, but ask 2 or 3. We found that to be particularly true with the Star Wars Celebration in 2015. But honestly, we find it true with most conventions we attend. It's always a good practice, particularly when there's a lot of competitive situations getting exclusive seats in highly sought after panels, things like that. Just make sure that you're checking with multiple sources, because all of these people are just coming here to work for that one weekend. Not everybody, but obviously a lot of the staff for this one convention of the weekend, and then they'll be at another convention a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now. So definitely check with as many people as you can to make sure you get all the info correct. All right, we're going to take a quick look at the Marriott to show you the check-in area there for health checks, as well as what sort of food offerings there is currently. All right, in the central lobby here, we have the Infuse bar and restaurant area you can check out. And then if we head down this way, in addition to the gift shop here, there are a couple food options, although they are quick kind of grab and go. So Slice replaced Pizza Hut. If you were here in 2015, that's the new pizza option, and they make some good custom pizzas there. And then we have the Market, which I imagine will be open most hours during the busy convention weekend, but you can see is not open right now. That has Starbucks, sandwiches, and other grab and go items. All right, and then past the Starbucks here, we've got the Marquee Ballroom, and this is going to be the area for that health check. Or if you are needing to pick up your badge for will call, you're going to be heading over this way. There is another side entrance that's over down that way that's kind of adjacent to the convention center as well. All right, now we're going to hop across the way to the Hilton to look at some of their offerings. All right, so first up to note, Official Pics is going to be having after-hours signings. There won't be a professional photographer there, but you are allowed to get selfies and then, of course, signatures right here of the Avalon Ballroom. I believe that's 6 to 10, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Then over here we've got our mixed lounge, bar, restaurant, and then there's a couple grab-and-go options and a Starbucks off to the left down here. So we'll make our way down the hall. All right, we've got our Starbucks here in the lobby. It gets quite busy on convention mornings, so plan accordingly if heading there. And then further down towards the convention center down the hall here, we've got a little gift shop and then a few food options, but a lot less than there were before the pandemic. All right, so we lost our burger place, we lost our Submarina, but we've got the Deli 77s, Coastal, and Crave Pizza. And we've only tried Crave Pizza, and it's been fine. The other two have been quite pricey, so I don't know if that'll be different on the convention weekend, but there are not a lot of options here, and it gets really busy really fast, so might not be the easiest stop here, but it's worth checking out. Food trucks might be a little bit easier, or the food court's on the floor. All right, so as you can see behind us, they're moving fencing in here, so we're not entirely sure if this is going to be open or not. I would imagine it will be and feed into the queue behind us over here by the arena where they're putting together the health check center right now over here. But either way, this is going to be kind of the end of the campus here. Now, beyond the campus, back to this side here, you do have downtown Disney. If you're not familiar with the area or you just haven't been to downtown Disney recently, there's so much construction going on there. We did a whole video just for Star Wars Celebration fans that will be at downtown Disney. You can find that on our channel to see all the latest updates there and some advice also on how to handle the place. Beyond that, please follow along with us throughout the weekend. We are going to be in real time posting on social media all over all of the updates that we can find, all the coolest stuff, giveaways, all sorts of things, swag, etc. So follow along with us. Find us at Parks and Cons, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We'll throw some stuff on TikTok, of course, as well, and YouTube. So with that said, we're going to wrap up here. And until next time, we'll see you in line at Star Wars Celebration.